Here previewing the 2019 SWOSU Athletic Auction with women's basketball coach Kelsi Musick and golf coach Brad Fleetwood. Coach Musick, we'll start with you. The athletic auction every year, obviously a huge fundraiser. What does it mean for you and your team to have something like this where communities and sponsors come together to benefit not only your girls but also the rest of athletics?
It's a great opportunity. I mean, obviously we're here to raise funds, but it's also a great event where we get to kind of interact with some of the community here in Weatherford, and even some out-of-town people that come and just show support for SWOSU. We have a lot of alumni that come back, and it's just a great event that's held on our campus here at the Event Center to just show the support of all the athletes here at SWOSU.
Coach Fleetwood, I know you guys had a tremendous season going all the way down to Florida, regional championship, go to the national semifinals. To have such a great year and then to come back and get to see some of those folks that were supporting you guys, how cool is that for you and your team?
Yeah, it's always a big deal for us. You know, golf being the way that it is, we don't have home games, and so much of our support is based off social media, texts, phone calls, things like that. So to be able to get back to interact again with our alumni and supporters of our program in this university is always fun, and that's really one night. Not the only night out of the year, but certainly a big night out of the year that everybody gets together as a community, and yeah, we can share in that.
We've got two of the best coaches, two great seasons that they had. And of course, women's basketball, 35-2. For those of you that remember, 35-2 all the way to Ohio. To have the kind of season that you guys had, not only reinvigorates a fan base, but some of the items, from like balls that the girls have signed to team posters and stuff like that are going to be bid on. Was that an impact that you saw coming during the season, or is that something that kind of came afterwards to realize that what we did not only is going to benefit like the school from a fan base perspective, but financially as well?
I don't think during the season you really think about it. I get so honestly lost in the moment, lost in each game, and caught up in the midst of the season. So now to kind of look back on it, and it's still a little surreal, but to look back and see what we were able to accomplish and the type of items and the type of season that we were able to have, I really think that some of those items will go, will hopefully go for a pretty penny at the auction to help support all the students, but all the student athletes. But at the same time, luckily, just the memories, but some of those items will be really special in years to come, I believe.
Coach Fleetwood, same thing to you. I mean, you guys had a great season right off the heels of the women's basketball season. You guys continue the success. Same thing, when you get back and you realize that some of the things, some of the signatures of your players are going to go to benefit some of the other student athletes. What does that mean to your program?
Yeah, it is a big deal, and like you said, it was so close after what Coach Musick and her team did, and I think honestly that inspired our ladies to show that, hey, we can do this, and coming from Weatherford, Oklahoma, and southwestern Oklahoma State, that it can be done. And so I think a lot of ours is our success kind of surreal, kind of like Coach Musick said. It's not all sunk in, I don't think, but yeah, for our girls to be able to, and our teams be able to provide something like that, and knowing that again it benefits our athletic department and our student athletes through scholarship and recruiting. Yeah, that's a cool thing to know.
I know that people are, buying tickets for this, and they're wondering, what items do we need to bid on? As we get down to, the last few weeks before the auction, what can people expect coming in that maybe haven't been? Maybe this is their first time, and they're, wondering what's the best way to support SWOSU in the athletic auction. Obviously, a good one. What can they expect coming in and attending for the first time?
There's going to be tons of items. There's the silent auction, and then there's the live auction. But when they first come in, there's going to be student athletes that will be up there working. All of the coaches will be here interacting and mingling upstairs in the lobby area. And there's tons of silent auction items. That's the first thing that you'll have the opportunity to bid on. And there's items that are donated from all across the United States. Honestly, there's different ones from our athletic department. There are different ones from alumni and different boosters and supporters, not only in our town but surrounding towns. There's gift baskets. There's all kinds of amazing items. Obviously we think the sports items are pretty cool because that's what we do. But we're just excited for everyone to come out and to be able to interact and see the support of local community people and all of the alumni.
Coach, as golf's obviously not a cheap sport, as the both of us know very well. As you look ahead to to the money that's going to be raised for everybody, do you have one specific thing that stands out to you about how special the athletics auction is?
Again, I think probably one of the biggest thing that it provides for us is, well, two of the things: scholarship and recruiting, and those are kind of the lifeblood of our programs being successful. Athletics, and especially at the Division II level, I know in my sport is just getting more and more competitive, and so being able to get out and recruit quality people and athletes, as well as provide good scholarship that make that possible for them to come here and play. I mean, those are two huge things, and that goes for really any program on this campus. It's vital for our success for sure.
I can't leave you two without asking, a few months removed from the season, as you've looked back, has anything else stood out for you about the run that you guys had during the winter and during season?
Just to be able to, we compiled 35 wins in a row, and when you look back, no matter what, winning is hard to do. And to be able to win that many games in a row, it was really special and really neat to be able to take it all the way to that championship game. And I think just, like Coach Fleetwood mentioned earlier, just to prove that SWOSU is capable of making it to that premier stage, and to be able to take these girls and to be able to put them on that stage and be able to be on national television. It was just really special, and we had a really good group of girls, and I'm excited for the chance that they had to show their talents here and display SWOSU.
Coach Fleetwood, same question to you. PGA Tour golf course down in Florida for the national tournament. Anything has stuck out to you over the last couple months?
No, and our run and everything that happened with us was much more condensed, and it happened in a really short period of time. So again, talking about being surreal, it was difficult I shouldn't say difficult, but it took a little bit for that to sink in, what exactly was going on and how well our girls were playing. But no, I think one of the big takeaways from that is just the support we had within the community. And even though we were hundreds of miles away and we didn't have a lot of those people at the championship and on the golf course with us, I mean, we certainly felt it. Our players felt it. Social media is such a huge medium for us as far as getting the word out there. And so yeah, it was really cool to see that support, to see it when we got home. And, again, as basketball's making their run, to see the support in this community, SWOSU flags flying, just things everywhere. It's just been a cool experience on both ends.
Make sure you get your tickets today, SWOSUathleticsauction.com, for the 2019 SWOSU Athletics Auction here at the Pioneer Cellular Event Center Saturday, August the 3rd. Coaches, thank you very much.